Priyanka Upendra. I'm the Quality and Compliance Program Director at Banner Health, based out of Phoenix, Arizona. I'm also the current president-elect of American College of Clinical Engineering, ACCE. Wishing ACC and all its members a happy 30th birthday. Very early on in my career, I got involved with ACC through its advocacy committee and the Healthcare Technology Certification Commission. In addition to learning about how a professional society works, I've had the opportunity to build relationships with its members, keep current with technological and regulatory standards, and more than anything, just build a big circle of support in my workspace. So, ACC has given me so much over the long period of time, and I am so grateful for that. So, here's wishing ACC a happy birthday again.
Hello, everybody. This is Wayne Morse, and I had a unique opportunity to participate in starting with the foundation and creation of American College of Engineering, attending one of the first meetings here in Seattle after IEEE meeting that Udine hosted, and amazing conversations came from that. Udine coordinated a meeting in Houston the spring of 1990, in which many members showed up or participants showed up and created the foundation of ACCE. I am ecstatic that after 30 years it's going strong. What a commitment that all of you have made. Thank you for all the leaderships that's participated in the organization. I'm looking forward to seeing it have its 50-year anniversary. Good luck and congratulations.
Greetings and happy 30th anniversary, ACCE. It's been really one wild and incredible ride these past 3 decades, where I still recall Yadin David's original mission for forming a new society and really the tireless efforts he put into those many early planning meetings, as well as many of the other founding fathers, many of whom are still practicing today and still continue to contribute. I was just continually and incredibly impressed by the passion, the dedication, the commitment they brought to this new fledgling society. And despite the simply unimaginable changes in technology that we've seen in these past 30 years, one thing that hasn't changed has been ACCE's and clinical engineering's original founding mission, namely supporting and maintaining healthcare technology in the absolute best, safest, timely, most cost-effective manner possible. It's also been a real treat seeing so many of our ranks and our membership increasing as well, and I've just been particularly thrilled also by so many of my former students who have stepped in, plugged in, and engaged, and are now making great contributions as well. So we've come a long way. Sadly and somewhat unfortunately, though, the whole right to repair issue is just as prevalent today as it was 30-some years ago. We didn't call it right to repair, I don't believe, back then, but it was the same frustrations that you're continuing to experience now. So nonetheless, we've made great progress, and our new members have just a tremendous amount of opportunity in front of them to keep the charge going, keep the faith, keep the passion and the commitment going that's made us what we are today. So hope you all continue to stay safe, especially you guys in the trenches. Continue to do the great work, and we'll see you around hopefully next year soon. Take care, you guys. Thanks.
Hey out there, ACCE. Happy 30th birthday. I want to take a moment to just celebrate with you and think about these 30 years. So what were you doing when you were 40 years old? Well, in 1989, I wasn't quite 40 yet, but I went to the AMI meeting and I met this crazy guy called Yadin David in 1989 there in March. And before the end of the year, I'd gone to Brazil with him and Frank Painter and Bob Morris for a WHO event. And then this guy calls up and says, let's start ACCE. And it's February of 1990 here, a year later. And we begin this journey together that's been so wonderful over the years. By 1991, we'd started the first advanced clinical engineering workshop. The star student from Latin America was this woman, Adriana Velazquez, who now leads clinical engineering for WHO for the world for medical devices. You know, and over the years, we now had 50 workshops that ACC put on over the first 25 years. You know, Antonio Hernandez, Toby Clark, Frank Painter, Bob Morris, Jim Weir, Yadine David, many come to mind that have been involved with that, and we celebrate that. My personal journey, I was involved in a lot of domestic stuff in ACCE. The first 10 years, was vice president along the way before I became a quality director in Kaiser Permanente, and took some time away from ACCE. And in the next decade, I was very involved with the international committee there in the early 2000s, and then more recently led the advocacy committee for several years, which was a real joy for me. So, you know, what have I seen in ACCE? I've seen men and women coming together in our profession, getting to grow together, learn together, help one another. It's been a wonderful experience, and looking forward for the next 30. Thanks so much. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Samantha Herold, and I'm a clinical systems engineer for Yale New Haven Health in Connecticut and the current ACCE treasurer. ACCE has afforded me many opportunities to get involved early on in my career within the clinical engineering community. They have provided leadership opportunities, networking opportunities, both domestically and internationally, as well as have provided a wealth of information in the form of educational webinars and their symposiums. So for that, I want to say thank you to ACCE and happy birthday.
Hello, my name is Pratyusha Pedaprolu, and I am a BMET Enterprise Engineer with UPMC Fennigkoh here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And I'm also the current Vice President of the American College of Clinical Engineering. My journey with ACCE began many years ago in 2008 when I was pursuing my Master of Science in Clinical Engineering from the University of Connecticut, and our professor at the time, Mr. Frank Painter, highly recommended all the students to join ACCE, and that was such a wise decision, or wise advice I would say at the time, for all of us, because it has opened up doors that I never could have imagined. It was such an honor to be among all the stalwarts of the clinical engineering profession, especially the founders of ACCE, in the same room as them, especially people like Vincent Wang, James Ware, Tom Judd, Joe Dyro, Joe Bronzino, and all these wonderful people that have done so much for the field of clinical engineering. And it was such an honor to be able to receive the first prize in the Student Paper Award at the ACCE reception in 2011. After that time, I was also fortunate enough to serve as the secretary of ACCE for a couple of years, where I actually got to observe the day-to-day activities within the organization. And for a volunteer-run organization, there is so much great work that is being put into it from, again, such wonderful people who are dedicated to the profession. And it was very great opportunity to be able to observe that from such close quarters during serving on the executive board, which also kind of fed into my continuing interest in the professional field of clinical engineering, and helped me maintain that interest and pursue the field with more determination, so to speak. I'm also the current vice president, as I said, and it has been such an honor to be a part of such a wonderful organization. People here are amazing. They're so dedicated, and it's so nice to be able to absorb some of those qualities and to imbibe them while I'm working with all these wonderful people every day. Again, thank you so much, ACCE, for all that you've given me over the years, and I've thoroughly enjoyed working with everybody here, and happy birthday.
Hi, I'm Avinash Konkani. I first came to know about ACCE in 2009, where I attended the Advanced Clinical Engineering workshop in India. After that, I came to US to do my PhD at Oakland University in Rochester, Michigan, and I started working on my research work related to the hospital ICU noise and clinical alarm management. And during that period, I published few articles, and I was one of the winners of the ACCE student paper competition. Then that's how I started to know about ACCE and getting involved into ACCE. And now, after so many years working as a clinical engineer in the field, I have strengthened my relationship with ACCE by volunteering on different committees. Currently, I am a member of ACCE's International Committee as well as the Education Committee. And I also have hosted few webinars and I've written few articles for ACCE newsletters. This kind of a volunteering work with ACCE gives me an opportunity to work with the leaders in the profession and learn from them, which is great. So for which I am very thankful to ACCE for providing me such kind of an opportunity. And for the young professionals who are in this field, I would recommend the same thing, that making connections and making networking opportunities is very important to grow in this field, and becoming an ACCE member and volunteering will give you those kind of an opportunities. Thank you, ACCE, for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts on this occasion of 30th anniversary of ACCE. And I think we all should be very proud of what we have achieved as clinical engineering professions. Thank you.